So last year I made a video on customization and how you can give your phone a brand new look for the new year. And since there are, just 10 days left for the new year again, I thought why not give that video a sequel. So here are some apps that you can use to give your phone a new look for the new year 2025. So there are three categories in total and I have two picks for each. The first one is the launcher. My first pick is Niagra launcher. This is best suited if you're going for a more minimalist look for your home screen and your app screen, because what it basically does is take the conventional grid kind of look and turn it into a list kind of look, from what I've gathered from a lot of written reviews is very suitable if you have a tall and big phone. This app has a free version and a paid version. The paid version costs around 120 rupees a year.
And overall, I'd say it has a lot of good features, except most of them are behind the paywall. For example, the icon styles. It has pretty cool built in icon styles, but all you can choose for the free version is just the default.
So yeah, coming to the second option, it's the same as last year. It's the Smart Launcher app, and it's the one I've used for most of the year. It has had one major update since last year. It was version 6 last year. It's version 6.5 right now. And not a lot of things have changed, a few subtle things here and there, but I think overall it's a pretty good launcher. Yes, this app also has a paywall. It has a monthly and a yearly option, which is, when you compare the yearly option, it's more expensive than the Niagara launcher. But I think if you go for the free version, you're getting a lot more than the free version from Niagara.
And overall, as well, you're getting a lot more features in the smart launcher because Niagara, at its core, is going for a more minimalist look.
The second category is wallpapers. And my first pick for this category might be a little controversial, but it's still gonna be that, and that is panels. Yes, I know there was a lot of issues when it launched.
You could call it a sloppy launch from us, but
Yeah,
definitely a
for
lot
sure.
of
As MKBHD himself said. But I feel like right now, with all the fixes that have been done, it's a pretty good app, and it did not have a problem with the kind of collections that they have on the app in terms of the wallpapers. I feel the variety is really good, and from the perspective of a person who's a bit of an artist, I think I get the idea of supporting the artists and putting their work on, collectively on a platform so that we can use it. Marquez or anyone from the team at the studio, if you all are watching this by any chance, I just wanted to tell you, I'm not going to talk about the price. You all have got way too much feedback on that already. I have two things to say to you all. One is that I think it would be nice if we had a feature that, instead of setting the wallpaper by default to both the home screen and the lock screen, I think it would be nice if we had an option to do either separately or both. And another thing is, more than the price, I think to me the tiers don't make sense. Not tiers, essentially the monthly versus yearly, especially for the unlimited. Like if say I want to pay for 6 months, I don't want to pay for the whole year, and so I want to take monthly. It would not make any sense because it would cost me around 6,000, and I could pay 1/3 of that price and get the entire year. I don't see any tech enthusiast who really wants to, pay for this app would go for the monthly. Like, yeah, trying for 1 month is fine, but I think the gap between the monthly and the yearly is too small, is essentially what I'm trying to say. I like, from the OTT subscriptions that I know, I think the gap is much more wider, and that's why you have a more option. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, overall, I think it's a great collection, and there's a lot of styles that you can filter by color, and you can get the artist's contact details, and you can go to their Instagram page and look at their work if you are a person who likes to support art or you're just artistically inclined. My second choice for wallpapers is Kyoto. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's Coto. It's either Kato or Kyoto. I think Kyoto is better. And this app also is kind of similar, except instead of categories, it's a weekly refresh of wallpapers. Like there's a weekly upload. I think around 7 to 8 wallpapers.
It also does have categories in the app.
And the feature I was talking about for panels, which is, the option to be able to set the wallpaper either for the home screen or the lock screen, or if I want both. Like the choice to do that is present in the app, directly from the app, as opposed to me having to download the wallpaper, going to the gallery, and then choosing to do so. So I think that's a nice little feature. Technically, it's less expensive and it's not a subscription. It's a one-time purchase of I think 480 rupees.
And overall, I would say it has a good collection of wallpapers.
The third and final category is icon packs. Now, this is, I think, more optional than launcher and a wallpaper. But if you're that deep into customization anyway, it's a good thing to have. My first pick for this is the one which I've used for almost 90% of the year, which is the Nothing Icon Pack. Obviously, not the official version. You can't get that unless you have a Nothing phone. It's the free version of an app which also has like 3 different versions for one-time payments of 40 rupees, 80 rupees, and I think the other one is 60 rupees. The one that I'm using is the free version, and it basically gives you that monochrome look that Nothing's UI design looks like, and I think it's pretty good. If you want the accents and that dotted font, you could go for the paid one.
It also forces every app to go into that monochrome look, and so your app screen and home screen look consistent, which is a good thing.
Because Samsung's own launcher does not do it.
Like, why, Samsung? Just why is it so difficult to force apps to look consistent?
Second one is same as last year again, which is Icon Pack Studio. Yes, there are a lot more icon packs on the Play Store, a lot more choices, but the reason I have picked the Icon Pack Studio again is because of the sheer amount of customizability that it has. You can literally pick and choose every single characteristic of the icon that you want to create, and of course there are tons available for free created by other users on the app, which is kind of similar to what Samsung is doing, but I don't know why it has some weird prices and not so. Yeah, customizability is like the core of this app, and that's why I've chosen it as a second pick. So yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed watching this video and you found it useful, please give it a like. If you have any recommendations that you would like to suggest to people, to me as well, please put it in the comments. And if you're into tech stuff, do subscribe.